Is this thing on? Am I in frame? I feel vulnerable right now.
Good.
I'll do it myself. Fool. Might have had the worst day of their lives, and I was not a part of it.
That was a lie. This place is bullshit. Why do they lie?
What'd you say now?
Boom mic. I want the boom mic.
This is like content.
You like content warning. I want the boom mic. Something happens to us.
Address? Check.
Don't forget to deet your nuts. Deet my butthole, deet my nuts.
Deep my butthole,
Deet my nose, and all of it.
Deet on my nuts.
Okay, so we started the trail maybe a mile ago, but yeah, I was gonna do starting interviews, but there's a whole group of people out there, so we waited until now. And yeah, just some initial thoughts. I already started that first little bit. I was like, oh fuck this. I think I have the most weight in my pack. But yeah, now I'm a little bit better, but we still have a bit to go beforehand. Got up.
Let them come.
Well, here we are. The boys are going up that way, and they've left me alone with this camera that I might just throw into the canyon. We're about a mile in, and feeling pretty good. Big group just passed us, and their dog is behind them. I don't really know what to say. We're going uphill. There's a canyon right behind me.
I'm gonna try and get something that's a little bit different than the other guys. I'm trying to get more of a panoramic. Beautiful shots over there. Anyway, day one has been good so far. The weather is 75, less humid than Tennessee. There is snow on the mountains over here. You can kind of see it right there. Yeah, spirits are high because nothing has come around that can keep them down. So it should. I expect it to stay high. We were just passed by a big group of younger hikers, but I am almost positive we will probably have better stamina than them in the long run, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm looking forward to camping with these guys, and I'm sure it'll be fun.
This camera bad quality. This gotta be the shittiest camera I've ever seen in my life. End video. Diddly-dee. So you can still be in possession.
Yeah. Don't you can do escape?
I thought you were doing a panorama.
I was, but you were trying to escape, so I was like, let me go faster to catch you. Pretty decent view. What are your thoughts on the view?
Gorgy.
Okay. Your thoughts?
It's very nice. It's very calming and relaxing with the mix of green and then the white, the snow, and then the water as well. The water's pretty cool.
Your thoughts?
It's good. I've seen better though. I wish it wasn't cloudy.
I mean, oh, I guess they are taking up the top of that mountain.
Denali would be right there.
Was it?
I'm gonna say that the whole time. Denali would be right there. But it's all down. That's awesome.
Looking a little rough. We did about 5 miles today. First one was like all the uphill, so we didn't do too much. Maybe, I think it's supposed to be downhill now, but I don't know if you can see it. Got Denali in the back. Pretty cool. Expectations were met. I thought it was going to be pretty shitty, at least hard-wise, and it was. But I feel decent right now. So, how was the first day?
First day was pretty brutal, I'd say. But I think that's worth it. 5 miles felt pretty long. Felt like 15. But we power through. And we stay tenacious.
Excuse me, sir. Can I interrupt you for an interview?
Sure. You got this angle of me. I feel vulnerable right now.
Good. How was your first day? Oh.
Pretty good. I'm horrible about speaking just kind of off prop like that. First day is worth it. The climb at first was pretty nuts. It's not nice having all those mosquitoes around, and then the vegetation, because I've done that kind of hike a million times before, but once you get up here, it's, I don't know, it's barren yet, like I said, full of life. You got critters, got, I don't know, just lush green. If you look around over there, just fucking gorgeous. So I can't complain. I got time to do my sketches, eat plenty of good food. I'm loving it. Dogs are out. Dogs are out.
No interview from Zach. He's asleep at the moment.
Is not what you want. Hey guys, I'm going to dipping with you guys. Guys, it's cold. Oh, guys, it's really fucking cold.
It's the start of day 2. Got the mountain full view. I'm a little sore from yesterday. We'll see how the hike is gonna be. Hopefully not too bad. Hopefully.
Yesterday, I don't know what happened, but my left knee, I like twisted it a little bit or something, and now it kind of hurts. And the only thing else that hurts are my hips, because they're not used to holding so much weight. That's about it. Other than that, yesterday was rough. It's very vertical. Today will be flat. I expect to do 10 miles today, at least 10 miles. But waking up this morning, we had a perfect view of Mount Denali. There were no clouds like there are right now. But it was good. I was super tired yesterday. That's why I went to sleep at like what, 9:30, 10?
Something early.
Yeah, early.
Good.
So far so good.
Is this thing on? Am I in frame?
Gonna talk about
Ask again.
Am I in frame? Is
In
this
there.
thing on? Hello?
Yeah, it's on.
Alright, cool. So this morning we got up and basically did an ice bath thing in the glaciated water over there. Show them.
God damn it, it's on my back.
Turn the bag around.
I gotta turn them. Oh, fuck. Right there. I have the video, so.
Yeah, Zach skinny dipped. Me and Micah were modest. Jumped in our underwear. But it's a good way to start the day. And also did some stretches, and we're ready to kill hiking today. Hell yeah? Hell yeah?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Murder hiking. Today is Friday the 27th. I think we're about to start. I don't know what to say. I slept pretty good. I ate a lot of food and I'm ready to take a shit.
I already did.
That's about it. Huh?
How you feel about the hike for today?
I'm excited. The bag's gonna hurt my hips going downhill, but I think it'll be okay.
Alright. Call it there then.
No.
Oh. Yeah, that's definitely a moose. Look at him go. across from another spot. Damn, I'm pretty red. So we did about 11, maybe 10.5 actually, because we went to a lookout. But today was rough. First 5 miles wasn't bad, but then the second one, like, it was more uphill, a lot of rocks. My ankle is fucked a little bit. And I'm definitely feeling it today a lot more. But yeah, we'll see how tomorrow is. Pretty good spot though. I like it.
Red button to start, red button to stop.
I already started it.
Ah, stop it. I'll do it myself. Foo. Why, hello there. This end of day 2, I am currently barefoot. Beautiful scenery chosen by none other than myself. Nobody believed that this would be a great spot, the beautiful lake over there. Everyone thought there'd be too many mosquitoes. And for the first bit, there was. And then it got cold and they all went away, and now it's a great spot. And also we just saw a moose up on the ridge. Up on the ridge there. That was pretty cool. But it's cold. And even though the sun's still up, which is insane, because I believe at the time of recording, it feels like 10:30, which is, yeah, I mean, you can kind of see the sun go behind the mountain there. But I am excited for day 3, and everyone's doing well so far. Garrison hurt his ankle, and that is actually why we ended up camping here, to instead of going to the top of another ridge or something and then finishing out the day there. But so far so good. Helping Garrison by lightening his load by eating his food that he so carefully prepared. I'm a genius. I'm helpful.
Burglar Micah here. We in the tent. We just saw a moose. Day 2 was rough. Lots of hard hiking on the rocks. My ankles hurt, my feet hurt, my hips hurt. Lots of mosquitoes. Fighting a couple here in the tent here, because we got the thing open. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully day 3, bang in some good ass miles. Had an eventful day today. We passed our ops. Those are the people that we've been kind of swapping place with on the trail. I think today we finally passed them, and we won't ever see them again, which I dig. It's cool. Yeah, ate a lot of food at dinner, too much. Finally shit. I think I took a big enough shit to rip my butthole open. Fucking stupid. But yeah, it's beautiful. We saw a moose. Got a little spooked. And I guess, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Around there. Isn't that beautiful? We were originally thinking of setting up shop. Hold on, let me flip this so I can see it. Oh, fuck. So we were originally planning on setting up camp there for a night, but we ended up over here. We have this view. We were planning on coming down here this area where we were set up, grabbing some water, then heading up there to camp. But everybody was smoked for the day, so we called it quits there. Come to find out, right around there, a moose shows up and spooks us all to death. But I think it's gone now. I think we'll be alright. But I don't know. Pretty good day. It's great to be out here with my friends. I'm very thankful to have the time and the opportunity to do so. And yeah, made it out of the group chat, which is pretty sick. And now we're all here in Alaska thinking about what we're gonna eat once we're done. My vote's on Chinese buffet. Later. Yeah. Today was a little rough. Pretty rough, actually. We hit up like 3 hills, or 3 mountains basically. Stopped at Skinny Lake for lunch / we all went into the water, which I will say was nice. It was really cold though. And then yeah, we stopped here. My blisters are pretty bad, but yeah. I also threw up today. Pretty sure I drank way too much water because like the first portion of our hike today was like through a forest, or not even forest. It was kind of like a forest, but I don't know what you would call it. But that shit was rough because there was like no wind and it was hot as fuck. So I was drinking a fuck ton of water. And then when we got here, I pretty much threw it up. So I feel a little bit better now though. So we'll see how I'm doing in the morning. And we're gonna try, I guess, tomorrow to finish off. We'll see. It might be possible for us to do that. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Well, as you can see right now, there looks to be a storm coming. And video. So, if you can see right now, well, as you can see from behind me right now, it looks like a storm's coming our way, but I'm optimistic. I think it might miss us, and I might be able to cowboy camp in this beautiful campsite. I'll show you where we're camping at right now. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, so lucky to be here and so lucky to get to end today like this. We started today with an incline, and man, most today was inclines. Where to begin? Yeah, we started the day with an incline, and then after the incline we went straight down into basically just mosquito paradise. So just a valley that was wet and filled with bog boards and mud and plenty of vegetation to get in our way. But After that, did a little more climbing, hit a swim. Yeah, that was pretty lovely. Everything after that first part of the day was great. And then we got to do another steep incline, which I didn't mind too bad because we're out of the vegetation, and again, back to this beautiful country again. But yeah, overall, it's probably one of my favorite days out here. The sights were terrific, and honestly, I've never seen anything like this before. And yeah, extremely grateful to be out here. Lots of good conversation today. Lots of fun. Everybody was smiling, having a good time. At least till the end of the day. And that's why we had to call it quits here. We got about 13 miles till the end tomorrow, but I think we'll knock that out just fine. I think Micah and I plan on trail running back to the truck the extra 2 miles and collecting that, bringing it back to the parking lot. Then we'll go eat lots of good food. I'm excited.
Why, hello. Today is day number 3. I have been thoroughly sunburned on both of my arms and on my face and a little bit parts of my neck. And I asked Josh to lend me one of his long sleeve shirts, which he happily did. And but I was in pain of just walking in the sun. Yeah, I made the connection after I asked him. I was thinking, like, why is the UV so bad up here? I mean, we're on a mountain. It should be less, right? Except that that is totally false, and I know that it's false because everybody that studies wine, like me, knows that higher elevation grapes have thicker skins to counteract the UV. Who would have thought? But yeah, for some reason that did not click at all. And although I did try to get a long sleeve shirt from Walmart the day before I left, they didn't have any. And then I was like, okay, it should be fine. I'll just wear a jacket if it gets really cold. But that was not the issue here. The issue here was me being sunburned and whining about it. However, today it was pretty easy. I think we went, 9 or 10 miles, I believe. And the first couple miles were in a valley, and that was nice, if not for the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes made it miserable, but the temperature didn't change drastically. My skin wasn't burning because at this time I still didn't have the long sleeve shirt. It was nice. It was a little bit humid. It smelled nice. There's absolutely a big change between this scenery of rocks and shrubbery. I don't know why over there is so green, but it is. Oh, there's a lake. That's probably why. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't exactly seem so green. It just seems more green in film. Also here, now that I'm looking at myself, you can definitely see my sunburns on my face. But it does not look that green in real life. That's a bit deceiving. That looks like grass, whereas it is not. It looks like that. Like that. It's just tiny grass that is just spongy. But today was a good day. First couple miles were in the valley, and I enjoyed it, if not for the mosquitoes. And then the other bit was basically straight up and then down at a slight slope. And that's what we did for most of today, combining the two parts of the day. Oh, also I jumped in naked. I skinny dipped with Josh in a Lake Skinny, I think it was called. Lake Slim, something like that. I think it was Skinny. I think it's Lake Skinny, which is funny, and that's why I wanted skinny dip in the first place. But I thought it was good. That's the only bathing I've had this entire time, besides also jumping in the first pool naked. But this time I took the opportunity to wash my underwear and my pants. Didn't take the opportunity to wash my shirt though, because I thought that it wasn't that bad, even though it kind of was. But all in all, pretty good. We're making good progress. We have 13 more miles tomorrow. I feel like we're gonna knock it out by 3 to 4. We'll see how that goes. But I feel like we should be having dinner tomorrow at a restaurant, at the very least. I hope that's how it happens. We'll see how it actually does.
Anyways, Micah is asleep right now, so that's it.
He's asleep.
Oh my God, you're finally back and finally done. Alright, that was day 4. I and Zach ended up going off to the Byers Lake. Yeah, I'll let the others explain what happened. Pretty rough day, pretty shitty.
Alright, I'm gonna start by saying today was pretty good. I woke up feeling great. And right now I'm feeling great. I mean, what else can I say? Except that Josh and Micah might have had the worst day of their lives, and I was not a part of it. Anyway, what's going on here is Garrison was feeling sick, so we didn't push last night to the full end of the trail, or to the trailhead where it splits off to Byers Lake. So we camped a little bit early, and so then that would have made today a 13-mile day. So after doing the first, 13 turned into 14 because of map discrepancies and what we have. And Garrison said he was still feeling sick, and me, being the kind-hearted person that I am, accompanied Garrison, even though I would have fully done the trail, which I would have if asked, or if Josh wanted to go with Garrison or anything. But so Garrison and I, we went down to Byers Lake, and it was a nice and easy trek. On the map it said 2 miles. That was a lie. That was a terrible lie. Somebody on the park ranger service does not know how to count at all. They're losing all competency when they made that map. All of it just out the window, gone. So 2 miles is probably how, it's when you think 2 miles, like, oh, that might be an hour of hiking, maybe a little bit less. No, it was 2 miles as the crow flies, from bottom of mountain to top of mountain. At minimum, I would probably say that 2 mile trail, maybe 3.5 miles, maybe 4, maybe 4.5. That was insane. That was the biggest lie I've been told on this trip thus far. But the 1.8 miles at the end of that, totally fine, totally doable. You could totally see the trail through the grass, through the shrubbery. It was just a fine trail. There was even a bridge. I know, the first man-made structure, or real man-made structure, or rather steel man-made structure that we've seen on the trip, that has only been used for, hikers and whatnot. But anyway, me and Garrison finished the Byers Lake thing at maybe, well, also, I didn't explain this, but we split. Josh and Micah went to finish out the actual trail, and Garrison and I went to Byers Lake, and they were going to come pick us up. So when we finished the trail, maybe 2.5 hours after we split at noon. So we got up, we hiked 4 miles in about 2 hours, make a good time, and then we split at noon, and Garrison and I walked the 3.8 miles, which was probably minimum of 5, to Byers Lake. And Josh and Micah continued on, and they had a great time. Micah lost his hat. Some serious dad lore happened. But yeah, while they did that, Garrison and I just waited around. We took naps with a bug net. Garrison didn't want his bug net. He also wasn't accosted by bugs like I was, apparently. He lent me his bug net, which is very nice of him. And yeah, we took hour naps, snacked a little bit on freeze-dried potatoes, walked around the camp, and then at 6:30 we got a call from Josh saying that he and Micah were lost, and they were trying to get back to where we were as soon as possible. So that's very fun. And then we went around camp asking people if they would, in a couple hours, which turned out to be 3.5 hours from the initial call, if they would be willing to chauffeur our driver to his car, since where me and Garrison ended up stopping is 15 or so miles away from the campground. Or not the campground, the parking lot. Anyway, so that's what we're waiting on now. Micah got a chauffeur, and he's headed back now. And we are very grateful for the people that chauffeured him and finished out this trip. It's a good story.
First, I'd like to say nothing ever happens in video. Yeah, we started today thinking this was going to be one of our best days on the trail. We were going fast. Everybody had a great pace. I think we're sitting at about 2 miles per hour. And yeah, spirits were high. We're gonna get back today. We're gonna go to Anchorage and we're gonna eat a lot. We're gonna eat a lot of food when we got back. We were stoked. So we were hiking and Garrison felt sick, so we had to, well, we stopped a little earlier, and Zach and Garrison went down to Byers Lake, and Mike and I decided to go forward on the trail. Honestly, Mike and I were doing pretty good pace, 2 miles per hour, 3 miles per hour pace. We're tracking to be back with the truck to come get Mike and Garrison around 3 or 4. Or, fuck. Zach and Garrison around 4. That would have been great if that's what would have happened. But it didn't. So, Mike and I started off well. Like I said, great pace. Until the trail turned into kind of a glorified animal trail. So we followed this down for a while, I'd say a mile or two, until we got down to a lake, or creek, Troublesome Creek, and it lived up to the name. It was very troublesome. We lost the trail, so we looked on the map and we saw, okay, the trail crosses over this creek at some point, so we're just gonna walk down the creek until we get to that point. There was no point. Micah and I walked through the woods for hours, climbing and stumbling over alder brush.
Guys, be sure to wave.
So we were climbing over alder for climbing over brush and alder for hours. I'd have to press down a branch, Micah would cross it as well. We'd have to snap branches, we'd have to pull the branches apart, crawl over. I feel like every other step felt like we were tripping. And it sucked until eventually we started going south, and then we ended up at another creek. So we took that creek up. We knew for sure that this one crossed the path. And we walked up that thing, and sure enough, we got back to where we last saw the quote-unquote trail, at least the familiar part. And I crew, Micah crew, we both crew. It was a good time. Honestly, no, it was a bad time. It was a bad time for sure, but I don't know, be good memories. I know Micah said at the beginning of the trip that this would be great dad lore, and I disagreed with him. But now he's got his dad lore. That's dad lore in its finest. So we hiked back up for what seemed like an eternity, and once we got to a point where we got service, we called Micah, or no, I did it again. Zach and Garrison, told them, hey, can you guys please start looking for people to give us a ride back home. We got lost. No, the trail lost us, and we had a fucked up day. Fucked. And the last thing we want to do is hike 13 miles to get back to his truck. So we continued to hike down. We got to the point where it'd go down to Byers Lake. We also suspected that it would be like close to 2 or 3 miles. That was a lie. This place is bullshit. Why do they lie? And continue to lie. What a bad time. But we got down, and we find out, or we get down about half a mile back to camp. Zach's waiting there, comes collects Micah's bag, and man, just so happy to see him. And he informs us that they had found, or that he had found people to drive us back to the spot where Micah dropped his truck off. And that's what we're doing now. Waiting on Micah. I think he'll be pulling in any second.
Oh, literally.
Actually,
Oh.
it's coming now.
You guys ready to throw your stuff in there?
This is the end of Micah's worst day of his life.
And now I have to throw your plates.
Oh, booyah. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.